Well, hello there, you gorgeous, godly thing. You. If you don't know me, I'm Shara. Just Shara. Just a woman walking a path to soul, to self. And I share that with you. So if that is something that you are interested in, hang out. If not, that's cool too. Scroll on to happier pastures. So, I don't know, a few weeks ago, I made a video about Vesta and devotion, and I wanted to kind of deepen into that thought. I did a challenge, the Rewilding Arrive challenge, and that is what led me here. And I recorded a video and posted it up in that Facebook group because it was specifically for them, but I wanted to kind of talk about what I talked about in that video here for you guys. So I'm going to talk about witchcraft, and this might be a hot take. I don't know. We're going to find out. So when we start our journeys with witchcraft, one of the things that we're taught very early on in the beginning stages, usually, I mean, depending on what you read, is that magic works best when we kind of sit it and forget it, right? You have to not be constantly checking on it. I don't know, I'm somebody that only does spell work like within. I don't like do spells for other people. I think the only spell that I've actually ever done that was catered around bringing something outside into my life have been money and creation spells. I don't do love spells. I don't do anything like that. But take a love spell, for example, right? You do the spell and then you kind of have to let it go. You can't be constantly checking on it or checking on the person, because that's you not trusting. This is also a law of attraction and a law of assumption rule, is that you don't check on your manifestations. We don't watch them. We sit them. We forget them. But lately, in the way that life and spirit and my soul's path is opening up around me, I've been deepening into a lot of wisdoms, right? And something that I've realized is that magic is so much more than that. And of course I knew this on a surface level, but we're talking about a deepening here, and I don't even really know if I can put it into words, but we're going to try. So, let's say I want self-love. I can do a jar spell. Put ingredients in a jar. I am somebody that will never go by a recipe. I am intuitive. I always create my own spell work because I believe it's more powerful that way. That's not to say that other people's spell work won't be powerful for you, just that for me, I prefer my own spells. So I can do a self-love spell and put ingredients in a jar and set it somewhere where I see it. And it can remind me that I love myself. And now I feel like that is a good step. Every time you look at that jar or anything not work, anything that like lasts, not like a candle's gonna burn up, anything that lasts. Every time you see it, you're gonna be reminded, oh, that says I love myself. So that is a good step. But magic requires more than that. We can call things in, And there are people out there who can call it in that easy. But for people like me who have spent a lifetime in suffering, who has gone to war with myself internally, who is a champion at beating the living shit out of myself, it will never be that simple. I can call in self-love, but I have to go to it. I have to get up and go to it. I cannot just sit there and look at a jar and expect it to come to me. It is very much a retraining of the mind. And you might be saying, okay, Cher, that's great, but how do I get it to come to me? How do I do that? And it's so simple. You find something. Maybe it's a mundane something. Like my ritual, my biggest self-love ritual that I do is taking a shower. You take a shower every single night and you do it on autopilot, right? Or maybe it's something you struggle with. So for me, I hate doing laundry. I'll scrub the fucking walls, but if I have to pick up a bunch of dirty clothes, put it in a basket and carry it down 2 flights of steps and then go check on it a bunch of times, count me all the way the fuck out. Of course, I still do it, but it's something that I kind of have to force myself to do. And actually, in the past, a shower was something I had to force myself to do. When I was an addict, I was fucked up and I didn't like to shower. And that kind of spilled over even after I had gotten clean. I literally would have to force myself to get up and get in the shower. I hated it. And for the record, I think it is these types of things that we struggle with that makes the most powerful rituals. So now, when I have to do laundry, I get present to the task, to the moment, to myself, to my surroundings, and I get intentional. I am doing this laundry because I love myself and I deserve to be taken good care of. I am doing this laundry because I love my children and I am devoted to my children. Or my self-love ritual. It's a whole freaking ritual, which has become my most potent and powerful self-love ritual every single night. And I mean every night, even if I have to force it. I literally can count on one hand as many times as I missed since I started doing this in maybe, I want to say October of 2024, because it was around my birthday when I started doing this. But I digress. I suppose that doesn't matter. I wipe down my bathroom. I literally, every single night, I spray and wipe my toilet. I don't always scrub the bowl, but if it needs scrubbed, I'll scrub the toilet bowl. I do the sink. If the floors need wiped down, I'll literally wipe them down. If they need like a good scrubbing, I will literally scrub them. And then I get candles and I will light the candles. And I do that with intention. I light these candles because I love myself. I light these candles because I care for myself and I deserve to be taken care of. And if I have incense, I'll light the incense. Sometimes I'll use like essential oils. But I do all that. And then I literally shower in just candlelight. I get into the shower and I get super present in the moment, in the shower. And sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I listen to sensual jazz because I like it. It makes me feel like, But a lot of times I just listen to the silence, like the sounds of the water running, or the way that the water might hit a toy that my kids left in the tub. Or even like the neighbors upstairs, whatever the hell they're up there doing, walking around or flushing the toilet. I just get very present to the happenings that's going on around me. I even have a neighbor who's like above me and over, and he hacks and sneezes, and he does it so loud that it's like startling, but I've become so used to it that now it's just a part of the background noise. It's just a part of the isness of the situation. And then, yeah, I get very present to the senses. What do I smell? What do I see? How is the candlelight playing with the room, the steam, the shadows of the curtain? How does the water sound, like I mentioned before, or how does it feel on my body? I get very in my body, very present. And then I wash myself, and I do this with love and devotion and a lot of care, a TLC. That's what I tell myself. I'm giving myself some tender, loving care. And I get myself clean that way. I generally will add oils to most of my stuff. So like I use that horse shampoo, that mane and tail, and I put rosemary and lang lang in it. And then I get real present with washing my hair. And it's like I wash my hair in this way because I love myself, and I'm also washing away all of the ancestral shit that is in my hair, that is in the hair of my lineages, my father line, my mother line. I wash all the spiritual dirt and grime away because your hair is a spiritual antenna. And let me tell you, just a side note here, since I started doing that, I've seen a massive fucking difference in my hair. I actually like burnt the shit out of it, so you can't really tell right now, but like it is more healthy than it's ever freaking been, and I just think that's beautiful. The shit does work, it does. And when I'm done, once again with presence, I step out of the shower, I focus on the air and how does it feel on my body, on my wet skin. Is it maybe a little chilly, or is there a warmth? And then I anoint myself with oils that I make myself specifically for this self-love ritual, and lotion. And then like I dry my hair. And doing this every day, it has trained my subconscious mind that like I love myself. And I think that is a testament to why I trust myself so much now. And so many of the changes, I do not beat myself up half as much as I used to. Like, it's not just the inner world that's changing now. My outer world is starting to match it. Slowly but surely is starting to match it. And I think that's a testament to these rituals that I do. So for me, magic isn't just about tying some knots or throwing some herbs in a jar. It is getting my ass up and going to what I want. It's not sitting and forgetting it. It is literally bringing that thing that I want into my life in a tangible way. Something that I can experience. I could do a money spell and ask for money, but I don't know, I think that one's a little bit harder. So that's another reason that I don't, when I do magic, it is, I don't know, I think I do it from a different place than a lot of people do. My magic is for the soul, is of the soul. I'm not using my magic to feed my ego or get what I want. And I'm not shaming or condemning anybody who does that, because we're all on different paths, and those paths are perfect for us. They really are. So wherever you happen to be, you're beautiful. It's beautiful. If you're triggered by this, maybe there's some shadow that needs to be deepened into there. Just a suggestion. Take it or leave it. But using our magic this way gives our subconscious mind, as well as our conscious mind, something to grab onto, right? I suppose with money, like every time we find a penny on the floor, that is something tangible. It might not be what we were expecting, what we were hoping for or believing, but if we take that penny and we show gratitude for it and we train our mind to think, oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Look, my money spell is working. Then we're going to give our conscious and subconscious mind something to grab onto, even if it's just a penny. Spell work takes time. The energy has to like drip through the layers, the ethers. So even if you just make a money bowl and you set it, that's still going to take time. But if you're training your mind to see a penny on the ground and say, oh, my spell is working, that's going to make it work faster, because you are consciously and subconsciously reaffirming that you are magical. And I believe that once we have sufficiently trained ourselves, it's going to be so much easier. Just like snap of a finger, we can have anything we fucking want. But a lot of times the world, society, people we know, our own belief systems and conditioning, our subconscious mind, our ancestral conditioning trains us that it's not that easy. Magic isn't real. What are you talking about? Magic's not fucking real. Or like, oh, you're fucking with the devil. All right, sister. So, to wrap this all up, magic is so much more than just a spell, than just doing spell work and letting what happens happens. Especially for those of us who have had lifetimes of suffering, who go to war against ourselves, who have mental illnesses, or whatever your case may be. Especially for those who were not raised believing in magic and that we're magic. We can set it and forget it all we want. But you're going, well, I don't want to put that on you. For me, and I would bet money on it for you, that when we get up and go to the magic and make it a part of our life and dedicate and devote ourselves to bringing what we want into our lives, then we just get more and more magical, and we see more and more confirmation of our magic everywhere we look. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm done. I've covered everything I wanted to cover, so I don't know. Is that a witchy hot take? Let me know what you think. I hope you have a gorgeous, beautiful, lovely, wonderful day, and that you get everything you deserve.